Did you know there's a place here in Gravel where you can buy soda, candy, tools, nerdy socks? If not, I'm Braden, and I'm here to learn you some can-do. At Can-Do Hardware, you can find many unique candies, drinks, not to mention loads of hardware. Joey Cannon is the general manager at Can-Do, and has grown his hardware shop into something truly amazing. Mr. Cannon and his team of 3 other Can-Do employees are turning spare areas of the shop into highly themed environments like ones you may see at famous theme parks.
So I just really have always been a fan of Silver City and Universal Studios and areas such as that. And so, well, how can I bring that to Gravit?
The team constructs these areas themselves, so the building process takes some trial and error to get the atmosphere correct. He has learned how to use all sorts of lighting effects in order to bring the themes to life. His first project was the old western town, then he switched over to the Harry Potter-inspired London town. Can-Do's next project is Harbor Town with water features, and then a haunted house in hopes to turn Can-Do into a destination experience.
Because we've been lucky, we've been getting people from Fort Smith and Fayetteville and several towns in the surrounding area. So hopefully we just continue in that direction going forward,
Bonjour! We are here at Crepes Paulette to try some food with a French accent. Crepes Paulette was established as a food truck in downtown Bentonville during 2010. The food truck was opened by Paula Henry and her French husband, Frederick Henry.
We had just moved back from France. We had 2 small boys, and we're looking for something to do. Natural thing for us to start was crepes.
Paula is a Bentonville native, and her husband is from France. Originally, her husband Frederick is from the part of France that crepes originated from. When Paula and her husband moved back from France, they felt a calling to indulge in the cultural diversity in this area that comes from all of the small businesses, museums, and shops.
We definitely have benefited from the many things that have started happening culturally in the last 10 years because I think there's a real hunger for something new.
They wanted to share the same unique experience. A food truck was the best way to get their feet on the ground as a new food business, which has contributed to the food truck scene here in downtown Bentonville. Paula and Frederick are as waste-free as possible and recycle as much as they can. They are an environmentally friendly business, and they have gluten-free and vegetarian options available on their menu.
If you've got a sweet tooth, there are strawberries you can't go wrong with. There's several crepes with fresh strawberries in them. For the savory crepe, one being egg, ham, and cheese, and the other being spinach, cheese, and egg.
Crepes Paulette is right off of A Street in Bentonville. Come down to cure your crepe cravings.
On average, the coffee-drinking millennial spends about $2,000 a year on coffee. I do too. Today, we are here at Heroes Coffee to drink some coffee and hang out with our friends. Heroes Coffee Company transformed a former Easy Mart into a coffee shop on the corner of Southwest H Street and Southwest A Street. Heroes Coffee started in Springfield, Missouri in 2003 as a way to fund a mission trip to Mexico. In 2009, Amy and Tim Ferguson were asked to buy it. They did, and rebranded it to Heroes Coffee and expanded the vision to support local everyday heroes such as military service people, veterans, public safety workers, and social-minded organizations. They said that they want to help the local community, and they pick a hero to partner with in the community to help advertise and provide coffee for events. Now that you know more about Heroes Coffee, you can grab your friends, get your daily caffeine buzz, and feel like a real hero.
Did you know the Rogers population has grown by 9,965 people in the past year? With that growth, there are sure to be extra kids in the area. So, we are in the downtown Rail Yard Park to see what it's all about. The city is revitalizing the area.
As far as downtown revitalization goes, obviously the Rail Yard Park is a big part of that. As we've seen that come about over the last year and a half, and even longer in the planning aspects of it.
Due to this revitalization, the area is continuing to evolve as a beautiful center of family fun and adventure. Multiple artists were commissioned to paint towers at the park, which helps contribute to the lively energy of downtown.
Different artists did the tower parks, the towers down here at the park down here, and that was actually a bidding that went out beforehand before those were all painted. And so our Arts and Culture Department said, hey, who wants to paint a tower in our rail yard park? And a bunch of artists said, we want to paint one, because why not, right? I mean, not only do you get the money, but you get to have your artwork up there for a long, long time. And so
Rather than using a typical concrete base for the park, the ground is a squishy and firm rubber, a safe option for the children and for animals to enjoy their time and for parents to be able to relax in the safe, family-friendly environment.
With this addition to the area, the Rogers community is excited to have a new environment for their children of all ages to play.
As you know, there are a lot of food trucks surrounding Northwest Arkansas. Here we have one themed for the season, the Witching Hour, with some frighteningly good food. Let's learn a little bit more about it. The Witching Hour food truck is run by two friends named Zach and Tori Garcia.
So I asked him if he wanted to start a food truck or, a restaurant, and it was his idea to start a horror movie based one. And I was immediately on board. Like right when he said it, I was like, yeah, we're doing that. That's what we have to do.
Zach is a huge horror fanatic and actually has his own horror podcast, so of course he was 100% dedicated to making this a reality. They now have been open for 2 months and have experienced a lot of success. They've had many businesses reach out to them, asking for them to partake in events that they have. Eventually they would like to purchase a different truck so that they can take people up on those offers. But for now, they are located on 8th Street and are open to the public year-round from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 to 9 p.m. for Tuesday through Friday, and 5 to 9 p.m. Monday and Saturday. Their menu contains a variety of options, ranging from deadly good burgers to fries to even some Halloween treats, such as their rum cake, which is made in the shape of a skull. They also host haunted movie nights every Friday, where they put on a production of a different horror movie each Friday for friends and family to enjoy. Both Zach and Tori have big dreams for the future of their food truck, as well as the restaurant they would eventually like to open.
I would like to have two sides of a restaurant, one that's more family-oriented and one that's more like hardcore horror, I guess, more geared towards adults. And at some point, I'd like to, for Halloween, for October, I'd love to have my own haunted house. That's always been like a big dream of mine, just to put on a really good haunted house,
They already have some ideas to maintain their haunted theme, such as having waiters and waitresses dress up in costumes. I won't give away all their details, but I guarantee that they'll be creeping it real. If you're starving to death and in need of a frighteningly good burger, then head on down to the Witching Hour and you'll be in for a treat.